Lu Chen travels to the West Mountains and hitches a ride. He recalls the Armed Forces director telling him about Labu Yangzong, the Grandmaster Vajra's disciple. He also gave Jane Tongren a pill for Shen Yuran to take. And a flashback, the car stopped, and they encountered a wounded person who asked them to contact the armed forces. Just then, foreigners appear, and the car makes a U-turn. However, Lu Chen is gone. He stays behind and tells the wounded person that they are colleagues from the armed forces. He also can't sit still seeing foreigners. The foreigners look down on Lu Chen, and they all attack. Lin Huolong gets provoked, and Lu Chen tells him to sit and watch. Lu Chen flicks aside the foreigner's punch and sends him flying. Everyone was shocked as Lu Chen called them weak. The other two try to retreat, but Lu Chen easily kills them. Lin Huolong is surprised and asks for his identity. Lu Chen introduces himself as Luowuji, and Lin Huolong recognizes him as the Blood Fiend's instructor and wonders what happened with the Corpse King mission. Lu Chen told him that it was easy and already done. Lin Huolong apologizes and formally introduces himself. Lin Huolong said that the three foreigners were grandmasters who were trying to destroy the Divine Lotus Gathering. It is an important meeting of various experts that happens in the West Mountains. Terrorists are bound to ruin it, but thankfully the Labu Yangzong is hosting it. Lin Huolong then asks Lu Chen for his purpose in coming to the West Mountains. Lu Chen plans to kill someone, and Lin Huolong offers help if he needs it. Lin Huolong asks who his target is, and Lu Chen claims it is Labu Yangzong. Lin Huolong gets surprised and tries to warn him that Grandmaster Vajra will take revenge if Lu Chen harms his disciple. However, Lu Chen doesn't mind and walks forward. He claims that he doesn't care about any of those, and no one can stop him. Meanwhile, in the Divine Lake, thousands of people came and Labu Yangzong claimed that there were enough spirits to make him stronger. Just then, Lu Qian comes and attacks him. However, Labu Yangzong has a defensive dharma. The followers try to suppress Lu Chen, but he kills them with his glare. Labu Yangzong spins his dharma and attacks Lu Chen. Lu Chen stops the dharma by only using his hands and trying to seize it. Labu Yangzong then casts a strong sealing technique. Lu Chen smirks and breaks the dharma, injuring Labu Yangzong in the process. Labu Yangzong can't believe that the dharma bestowed by the Grandmaster Vajra broke. He then asks Lu Chen for his motive in attacking. Lu Chen then states Labu Yangzong's curse on other people to steal their souls in the form of prayers. Labu Yangzong knows he won't be killed until he undoes the curse. However, Lu Chen attacks him. The crowd is still waiting for Labu Yangzong to come out, but he is now running through the crowd after using his protective dharma. Lu Chen appears and punches him. Lin Huolong can't believe what he is seeing. Labu Yangzong claims he won't be killed in front of his believers. However, Lu Chen plans to reveal his dark tricks. Lu Chen forces something out of Labu Yangzong. A master from the crowd recognizes it as an evil mystic art that steals other people's souls. The disciples call his words vulgar. Just then, a grandmaster named Danba appears to prove the words correct. Labu Yangzong gets flustered, and Danba claims he knows his evil deeds. Another disciple appears and breaks the bracelet given by Labu Yangzong. An ominous aura gets absorbed by Labu Yangzong, and everyone is disappointed in him. Lu Chen asks if he deserves death, and everyone agrees. Lu Chen cuts his arm, and Labu Yangzong swears that his master will take revenge. Just then, the area got chilly, and the lake got frozen. A master rides an elephant. Grandmaster Danba recognizes the newcomer as a Divine Realm expert who can manipulate the weather and destroy a single defense force on their own. Labu Yangzong laughs as he claims that there are disruptors at this event, and only his master could match up to them. Lu Chen grabs him, and someone shouts to stop him. It is the Grandmaster Vajra appearing to protect his disciple. Lu Chen gets mad and crushes Labu Yangzong's head. Lu Chen laughs and Grandmaster Vajra gets mad. He is supposed to kill Labu Yangzong himself to absorb his energy. He then lets out an ominous aura and tells the Divine Realm expert not to interfere. The foreigners then decide to sit back and watch. Grandmaster Vajra then announces Lu Chen as the enemy of the Western Mountains. Lu Chen laughs and claims that he is not only planning to kill one person. He also points out Grandmaster Vajra as the root cause of Labu Yangzong's misdeeds. He also challenges the Divine Realm expert. The onlookers are speechless. Grandmaster Vajra and the Divine Realm expert then prepare to attack. The foreigner brings out a huge ice spike and throws it to Luo Chen. Luo Chen punches the ice, and it easily breaks. The crowd then retreats while the foreigner is surprised that his attack got shattered in one punch. Grandmaster Vajra then attacks with his Dark Lotus and uses a dark mist to disperse Luo Chen's spiritual energy. Luo Chen gets trapped, and Grandmaster Vajra laughs that Luo Chen will be burned to ashes. However, Luo Chen comes out of the black mist and blinks behind the Grandmaster with a punch. Luo Chen then beats up the Grandmaster and sends him to the icy lake. The foreigner and Grandmaster Danba are both shocked by Luo Chen's prowess. The foreigner wonders if Luo Chen is a master of aura masking and disguise. However, Grandmaster Vajra claims that he sensed that Luo Chen is only 20 years old based on his bone age. The two of them can't believe that someone so young can be so strong. Grandmaster Vajra then brings out his demon subduing Vajra. They combine their strengths and attack Luo Chen. Luo Chen blocks the attack and destroys it. The Grandmaster tells the foreigners that they will die if they don't put any effort into fighting. The foreigner then orders his men, and they summon the Blood Demon God. The foreigner claims that this is a genuine god. Luo Chen calls it trash, and the foreigner gets mad. The foreigner and the Grandmaster both attack together. The lake explodes and Lin Huolong can't help but think that this is a battle of the gods. Luo Chen starts chanting, and the two experts can't believe that he is unfazed. Luo Chen throws a small flame, and the Grandmaster tells the foreigner to run. However, it is too late, and flames have engulfed the surroundings. The foreigner gets left behind while there is a barrier. He apologizes to Luo Chen for stepping into China. However, Luo Chen won't spare anyone and burns the foreigner to death. Grandmaster Vajra is also engulfed in flames and threatens Luo Chen that his sect should sit quietly. Luo Chen doesn't care that much, and the Grandmaster turns into ashes. Lin Huolong watched everything and realized that Luo Chen is a young immortal master. Later, Luo Chen asks the foreigners for a reason for him to spare them. They then offer their company's shares. Luo Chen calls out Master Zhang and leaves the matter in his hands. Zhang Tongren calls Luo Chen, and the latter claims that he is on his way. However, Shen Yuran suddenly had amnesia. It is a side effect of killing Labu Yangzong. Meanwhile, Shen family members told Shen Yuran about her life. Her father then asks if she wishes for something, and she claims that they already know. Her father agrees, and her brother shouts that it is impossible. Shen Yuran exclaims that she only has 3 months to live, and she just wants to see her child. However, her father asks her not to meet the child's father, and she will hand over her individual projects to the family. She agrees, and her father and brother leave her alone. Zhang Tongren overhears it and gets mad that Shen Yuran's hard work just vanished like that. Shen Yuran claims she just wants to see her son. Zhang Tongren promises to bring her son to her side. That night, the Sen family receives reports about the company partnering with the famous Taylor Group. Shen Yuran's father ordered the others to investigate thoroughly. Afterward, Shen Yuran's brother and his girlfriend talk about the business they are handling now after getting it from Shen Yuran. An old woman overhears them. The next day, Zhang Tongren informs Luo Chen that someone else will pick him up from the airport. A woman named Lai Jie appears and introduces herself as Shen Yuran's best friend's daughter. She then tries to warn Luo Chen about the Shen family, but Luo Chen ignores it. Later, they arrive at Shen Yuran's hospital room, and Luo Chen calls her mom. He holds her hand and introduces himself as her biological son. They both hug each other, and Shen Yuran apologizes for leaving him behind. A nurse comes and shouts at them for crying out loud. She angrily tells them to pay the hospital bills by today. Luo Chen then claims to handle it. Lai Jie stops him and offers to pay the bills instead. Luo Chen claims that this is his family's problem. Lai Jie worries that the fees are expensive, and Luo Chen might not have the money for them. She also claims that Shen Yuran let go of her assets in exchange for meeting him. Luo Chen has more reason now to murder the Shen family. The nurse asks for the payment again, and Luo Chen asks to bring in the payment machine. Shen Yuchen uses this trick to see if Shen Yulan has hidden assets. Shen Yulan asks Luo Chen to let Lai Jie help pay, and she will also get some money from her remaining accounts. The nurse comes back and announces a huge amount of fees, entering Lai Jie. Luo Chen brought out a black card, and the payment went through, shocking the nurse. Luo Chen then threatens the nurse to scram. The nurse goes out and falls. Luo Chen tells her that it is just a small ailment that can be treated with money, or else she will die. Shen Junkai learns that Shen Yulan's hospital fees were paid for by her son. He then assumes Lu Chen is inexperienced in the world and plans to trick him to get his money. Shen Yulan wonders where Lu Chen got the money. Lu Chen tells her not to worry. He jokingly tells her that no one is wealthier than him, making his mother laugh. Shen Yulan then asks to be discharged today, and Lu Chen will take care of it. Meanwhile, Shen Junfeng approaches Shen Junkai and asks about what he was talking about just now. Shen Junkai's girlfriend explained about Shen Yulan's son. Shen Junfeng is excited to know that he has a new toy to play with. That night, Shen Yulan gets discharged, as does Lai Ning, Li Jiayi's mother. She praises how polite Lu Chen is and gets mad at Li Jiayi for being an introvert. She then asks Lu Chen if he has a girlfriend and offers Li Jiayi if he has none. Just then, someone knocks on the door and Shen Junfeng appears. Shen Yulan asks why he came, and the man claims he is interested in seeing Lu Chen. Lu Chen senses Shen Junfeng's strange aura. Shen Junfeng gives him a jade pendant, and Li Jiayi tries to stop Lu Chen. She uses a pair of chopsticks to grab and throw away the pendant. She tells Shen Junfeng to leave. The man leaves and Li Jiayi gets mad at Lu Chen, claiming that whoever got those pendants died mysteriously. Lu Chen claims that he didn't care and asks the elders to continue eating. Later, Lu Chen gets transported to a desert, and he can only remember going to the hotel to have his mother rest, then cultivating on his own. He realizes that it was forced teleportation, and it only affected the soul. Just then, more people arrive and wonder where they are now. Sand rises and forms words, ordering them to protect Peng Jielin. Lu Chen knows that this place is a secret realm trial. It was probably Shen Junfeng's jade pendant that triggered this event. A muscular man then appears and welcomes the newbies to the horror game. They must follow the rules or their bodies on Earth will die. A girl finds it nonsense and tries to leave. Just then, she hears noises in her head and she dies. The muscular man reminds them about the game, or they will become dust like the woman. The man then tells them to listen to him so they can survive. People gather around him, and he asks the other three aloud. The white-haired woman claims that there is no meaning in forming alliances. A man offers his protection for a price, but the woman refuses. The office woman agrees with the white-haired woman. Lu Chen, on the other hand, claims that he doesn't need their protection. Lu Chen thinks that this realm is worth investigating. Just then, an old man appears and orders them to move forward. He is the mission target to protect, Peng Jielin. Everyone follows behind him, and they traverse the arid desert. Just then, another Peng Jielin appears, claims that the first one is a clone, and punches him. The second Peng Jielin knocks down the first one and orders them to kill him. They separate the two, and the two participants discover the first Peng Jielin withering. They released him, and the two died. The fake Peng Jielin gets up like a zombie, and people panic. He tries to attack Peng Jielin, but the muscular man grabs one of the participants and throws him at the fake Peng Jielin. The fake Peng Jielin gets up and kills the participant. The muscular man concludes that they are fine if they attack the fake one. He attacks the fake Peng Jielin, and its head explodes. Peng Jielin thanks them, and they continue to travel. The white-haired girl notices some things and remembers that Peng Jielin was a key figure in the tin jade fish pendant incident. People involved in it discover their doppelgangers, and the whole team vanishes afterward. She thinks that this horror game is mimicking the same incident. To survive, she must work with Zhang Xili and Luo Chen. The team later arrives at their destination, and they feel that it is not enough as a mission. The muscular man then starts to kill the other participants. The white-haired girl asks why he murdered someone, and the muscular man claims that lesser survivors mean a bigger reward for them. He then attacked her. Zhang Xu comes up front and dodges the man's attack. She mocks his skills and counterattacks. She calls the white-haired girl Miss Lai, and the girl gets shocked. She is apparently Lai Maizi, a daughter from a rich family and Zhang Xu's company's largest client. Seeing her skills, the white-haired man then invites Zhang Xu to their alliance. He offers to share the rewards accordingly, and Zhang Xu immediately switches sides and attacks Lai Maizi. However, Lu Chen pulls her out, and Zhang Xu apologizes for being attracted to a better business offer. The muscular man then asks Lu Chen to hand over Lai Maizi to them. Lu Chen mocks the man, and the latter attacks him. Lu Chen blinks behind him and claims to play with the muscular man a bit. Zhang Xu attacks Lai Maizi, but gets distracted after seeing the muscular man fly to the side. Lu Chen lets out a technique and cuts Jiang Su's arm. The woman screams in pain, and the white-haired man mistakes Lu Chen for a high-level player. Lai Maizi thanks Lu Chen, and the white-haired man panics. He wonders why the game is not yet cleared and notices the fortress door open. Multiple Peng Jiulin comes out and tells them to run away. All of them fight each other, claiming to be the real ones. Jiang Su then tries to strike a deal with Lu Chen, but Lu Chen declines. Lu Chen randomly kills some Peng Jiulins and Jiang Su exclaims that he might kill the real one. Lu Chen claims it doesn't matter and continues attacking. Jiang Su grabs a knife and runs toward Lu Chen. Lai Maizi blocks the stab, and she falls into Lu Chen's arms. Lu Chen glares at Jiang Su and kills her by making a tornado, also killing the other Peng Jiulins. The game then announces that the mission failed, killing the players. The muscular man wakes up and discovers the white-haired man trembling in despair. He shouts as he accepts his death, and a bolt of lightning strikes him to death. Lu Chen asks for a door to open, and a door appears. He gives Lai Maizi his contact information to discuss something after they get out. He tells her not to worry because all injuries will heal after they get out. The muscular man gets left behind, and the door closes. The man claims the game is bugged, and a bolt of lightning strikes him. Later, Xiao Chen wakes up, and his mom Shen Yuran greets him with a hearty breakfast. She worries that she has made a lot, but Lu Chen claims he likes everything she will make. Lu Chen then tells her that Lu Yang she will arrive in the city soon. However, Shen Yuran worries about the deal with her father and claims that she doesn't want to see Lu Yang. She changes the topic to wanting to see a daughter-in-law and a grandson. Lu Chen receives a call, and Lai Maizi reaches out to him. She realizes that everything was not a dream. She then asks for his location and invites him to meet outside. Shen Yuran grabs the phone and tells Lai Maizi that Lu Chen doesn't have a girlfriend yet. She even asks Lai Maizi to come over for a meal, making Lu Chen flustered. Later, Master Zhang informs Lu Chen that things are prepared now based on his orders. In a cafe, Lu Chen meets Lai Maizi, and the girl calls Lu Chen's mother interesting. Lai Maizi then changes the topic and asks if it is possible not to go back to the horror games again. Lu Chen asked for her hand, which made the cafe employees jealous. Just then, Jiang Yihong arrives and recognizes Lai Maizi. Meanwhile, Lu Chen is wiping out the mark for the Mystic Realm competition from Lai Maizi. However, he leaves the mark on himself so he can gain information. Lu Chen tells her it is done, and Lai Maizi is overjoyed. Lu Chen then asks why Lai Maizi blocked the knife attack when she knows he is powerful. Lai Maizi claims that it is their family's motto to repay their debts. Just then, Jiang Yihong interferes and asks for Lai Maizi's time. Lai Maizi rejects him. Jiang Yihong recognizes Lu Chen as the Shen family's bastard child. Lu Chen tells him to get lost, and Jiang Yihong gets mad and threatens Lu Chen. Lai Maizi shouts and Jiang Yihong leaves as he plans to kill Lu Chen. Lai Maizi offers an escort, but Lu Chen refuses. Lu Chen comes out of the cafe and Jiang Yihong follows him. Lu Chen enters a car and orders the driver to drive him to a secluded place. Meanwhile, Jiang Yihong recalls how his grandfather wants him to make a connection with the Lai family. In the present, he is in a car and orders his driver to block the car they are pursuing. He then orders Pan, a professional killer, to kill them, but Pan refuses to kill regular people. Pan then tells Jiang Yihong to pull the trigger himself to experience the feeling of killing someone. The driver of the car complains, and Jiang Yihong comes out of the window and fires gunshots at the car. Jiang Yihong sighs with relief and thanks Pan for making him feel amazing. He was out to check on the dead bodies so they can bury them. He opens the car door and a body falls. He kicks the body and discovers that it is Zhang Yifei. He panics and asks why Zhang Yifei was in the car. He thought that Lu Chen was in the car. Lu Chen comes out and feels sad, seeing the tragedy of the brothers killing each other. The driver, Master Zhang, recites a related poem while Lu Chen nods in agreement. Jiang Yihong gets mad and tries to kill him, but he is out of bullets. He asks Pan for help, but the killer claims that his mission is complete because Jiang Yifei is now dead. Jiang Yihong shouts at him, but Pan claims that Jiang Yihong was the one to shoot. Pan smirks as he tells Jiang Yihong that the gun has his fingerprints. Jiang Yihong gets mad that he got set up, and Lu Chen reminds him about Jiang Yifei's father. Lu Chen claims that Jiang Yihong planned to kill Zhang Yifi from the beginning to become the successor. Jiang Yihong panics and asks one of his men to be a witness. However, Master Zhang kills the man. Jiang Yihong despairs as he receives a call. Lu Chen and Master Zhang leave and Jiang Yihong gives up. Later, people from the Jiang family arrive, and Zhang Yifi's father, Jiang Qingguo, sees his son's dead body. He runs to his son's dead body, and Pan fires a shot at him. A master blocks the bullet and tries to fight back. Pan dodges the sword slash and brings out more guns. He keeps shooting, but the bullets are ineffective against the master. Pan then acts as if Jiang Yihong never informed him that there was a grandmaster to fight. He then lets out a smoke grenade. The master tries to attack Pan, but he is now gone. Jiang Qingguo creeps up behind Jiang Yihong and slaps him hard. He angrily asks why he killed his cousin. Jiang Qingguo gets mad and exclaims that Zhang Yifi called him to meet Jiang Yihong. He tries to beat up Jiang Yihong, but the master Tang Yun stops him and claims that they need to report first to the head. Jiang Qingguo cries as he goes back to hug his dead son's body. Meanwhile, Pan greets Lu Chen and Master Zhang. Lu Chen comments on how skilled Master Zhang's disciple is. Master Zhang commends Lu Chen's plan for bringing down the Jiang family. Lu Chen claims that they are destined to die since they tricked his mother. That night, Jiang Yihong kneels in front of the head. He knows he will be marked as the suspect and blames Lu Chen for everything. The head asks Jiang Qingguo what happened, and the latter exclaims that he should ask Jiang Yihong instead. Jiang Yihong claims he didn't do anything, but Jiang Qingguo rages on about Jiang Yihong hiring an assassin to kill him too. The Jiang family head gets shocked, and Jiang Yihong clings to him while claiming that it was not him. The head orders Tang Yun to cut Jiang Yihong's arms. Someone shouts to wait, and Jiang Yihong's grandfather, Jiang Nan, appears. He asks for evidence, and Jiang Qingguo gets flustered. He claims that hastily killing his grandson will tarnish the Jiang family's name. Just then, forensic results have arrived, and the head gets surprised. Everything points to Jiang Yihong murdering Zhang Yifei. A loud bang is heard, and Jiang Yihong is seen being shot through the heart. He falls dead, and Jiang Nan gets mad at Jiang Qingguo, who is only taking revenge for his son's death. Jiang Nan then threatens him. The next day, Le Jiyu, Lai Maizi's father, finds the Jiang incident strange and meets Lu Chen. Hours ago, Shen Yuran received someone at their front door. The man is looking for Lu Chen, and Le Jiyu wants to meet him. Shen Yuran asks for what reason, and the man claims that he just wants to meet Lu Chen. However, Lu Chen doesn't want to go. Shen Yuran claims that Lai Jiyu is a powerful grandmaster whom she respects, and meeting him is not bad. She urges Lu Chen to go, and the son can't ever defeat his mother. She thinks this is for the best, so someone can protect Lu Chen when she's gone. Li Jiyu knows that Lu Chen is the grandson of Shen Qianjun and Shen Yuran. Lu Chen asks what Li Jiyu's motive is, and Li Jiyu only wants to know the guy who is secretly meeting his daughter. He claims that Lu Chen is not qualified for his daughter. Lu Chen simply leaves, and Li Jiyu gets surprised that he is not Lai Maizi's admirer. He imagined Lu Chen kneeling in front of him. He tells Lu Chen to wait and realizes that he might have inner energy. He wants to test him, but he doesn't want to sneak attack a junior. He tells Lu Chen that he is offended by his actions and offers him to be his disciple. Lu Chen sighs and hopes that Lai Jiyu will not feel embarrassed in the future. Li Jiyu gets frustrated and wonders what Lai Maizi saw in Lu Chen. Lu Chen goes outside and meets Lai Maizi, who is worried that her father might have hurt Lu Chen. Lai Maizi then invites Lu Chen to an assembly. The next day, Lu Chen and Lai Maizi meet up, and they enter the assembly. A fight between a Chinese master and a foreigner is going on. Lai Maizi wonders why there is a foreigner, and another spectator tells her about the situation. The foreigner has already defeated a lot of masters, but the Chinese master, Elder Yu, will win this time. Lai Maizi asks about Lu Chen's opinion, and he claims that the Chinese master will lose. Another master claims that Elder Yu hasn't used his ultimate move yet. Meanwhile, Elder Yu is mad at the foreigner for speaking ill of Chinese martial arts. Elder Yu goes for an attack and channels his energy onto his palms. However, the foreigner easily dodges, and the elder notices how he sped up. The foreigner applies ominous energies to his hand and attacks Elder Yu. Elder Yu tries to fight back, and the stage explodes. Lu Chen protects Lai Maizi, and the smoke clears out. Elder Yu gets injured and falls to the ground. The foreigner then calls out Li Jiyu for his turn. Li Jiyu apologizes to Mr. Goodlad for having Elder Yu test him. Li Jiyu then goes to the stage and asks Mr. Goodlad the reason why he is challenging the Heavenly Dragon Masters. Mr. Goodlad claims that he heard that being in first place on the list gives him the authority to read the martial arts manuals. He wants to bring it back to his country, and Li Jiyu can't help but be shocked. Everyone condemns him, but Mr. Goodlad threatens to kill anyone who wants to stop him. Li Jiyu takes a stance, and Li Maizi wonders if her father will win. Lu Chen claims that he will lose, and the master in the back row gets mad at him. Lu Chen knows that both fighters are equal in terms of martial arts, but Mr. Goodlad has some other type of power, similar to Shen Junfeng. He gets the idea that the power comes from the horror games. Li Jiyu attacks with his ultimate move and backs away. However, Mr. Goodlad is fine and comes out of the smoke. He then inflicts heavy damage on Li Jiyu. Li Jiyu can't believe Mr. Goodlad broke through his defense. Li Jiyu claims that Mr. Goodlad was not using martial arts, and the foreigner grabs his throat. Mr. Goodlad points out that Li Jiyu has already lost. He also asks if there is anyone who wants to challenge him. Li Maizi cries out to Lu Chen. Lu Chen then tells her not to worry. As Mr. Goodlad tries to kill off Li Jiyu, Lu Chen tells him to wait. Lu Chen gives Mr. Goodlad a chance to run away while he still can. Both men are surprised, and Mr. Goodlad asks if all Chinese youngsters are rude. Lu Chen then decides to parry him. Le Chu tells Lu Chen to back off, and he offers the manuals to Mr. Goodlad in exchange for sparing Lu Chen's life. Mr. Goodlad claims that it is too late and turns to attack Lu Chen. The stage explodes and Le Jiyu thinks it is over. Just then, everyone is surprised to see Mr. Goodlad injured on the wall. Mr. Goodlad is furious and asks who hit him. He can't believe that Lu Chen did it to him. He shouts in frustration, asking who hit him. He gets mad at everyone, and Lu Chen blinks in front of him. Lu Chen attacks with a knee kick and sends Mr. Goodlad upwards. Lu Chen blinks again and punches the foreigner back to the ground. Clouds of dust cover the area, and everyone sees Mr. Goodlad lying flat on the floor. Lu Chen steps on Mr. Goodlad and asks him what part of him should Lu Chen respect him. Mr. Goodlad challenges him to kill him, and his count will not let this matter go. Lu Chen stomps and crushes Mr. Goodlad's head. Meanwhile, in a medieval castle, a woman senses that Mr. Goodlad has died and swears to take revenge. In the armed forces, Lin Huolong receives the report of Luowuji, sitting on the first seat of the Heavenly Dragon list. He is not surprised to hear the news, because he knows Lu Chen's strength is impossible to measure. Meanwhile, the other masters pay their respects to Lu Chen as the strongest master. While drinking, Lu Chen remembers sensing a sudden spiritual energy tremor from the west when he killed Goodlad. He thinks the Count Goodlad mentioned and the horror games are related. In the Jiang residence, family members are still in turmoil. Jiang Nan then reveals that Jiang Qingguo has cursed Shen Yuran and destroyed her life. Jiang Qingguo then reveals Jiang An's crime of killing other people too. The Jiang family's head stops them and tells Jiang Nan not to ruin their family just because Jiang Naihong died. Jiang Nan then tells them to kill them because he can't do anything to avenge his grandson. Just then someone asks if he would like to get a chance for revenge. Lu Chen appears and the guards threaten him. He tells them to die and the guards fall to the ground. Master Tang Yun attacks Lu Chen, but Lu Chen puts up a barrier. Tang Yun gets shocked and asks if he is Luowuji. The Jiang family's head asks if Jiang Nan paid him so he can pay twice as much. Lu Chen tells him that the head can use the money for his funeral. The head gets flustered and claims that there are no grudges between them. Lu Chen then tells them that his mother is Shen Yuran. Everyone gets surprised, and the head orders Tang Yun to kill Lu Chen. Lu Chen easily dodges his attack and Tang Yun then claims to protect the Jiang family. Lu Chen calls him a joke. Tang Yan then tries to attack, but he suddenly feels something is wrong. He suddenly gets paralyzed and realizes that Lu Chen is a cultivator. He explodes and turns into dust. Lu Chen grabs his sword and frees Jiang Nan. He offers the sword to Jiang Nan so he can get revenge for his grandson. Jiang Nan tries to grab the sword, but Jiang Qingguo shoots him. Jiang Qingguo also kills the head and claims that rather than being killed by an outsider, it is better to die by his hands. However, Lu Chen destroys his gun. Jiang Qingguo hysterically laughs and claims it is better to die immediately compared to Shen Yuran, who suffered for a lifetime. Lu Chen interrupts him and asks why Jiang Nihong went crazy and killed Jiang Yifei. Lu Chen tries to tell the truth, but Jiang Qinggu stops him. He doesn't want to know the truth. Lu Chen claims that whatever Jiang Qinggu thinks is true. Jiang Qinggu calls Lu Chen a vicious man. Lu Chen claims that evil people should be treated viciously. He then cuts Jiang Qinggu's arm. Jiang Qinggu strongly asks to be killed. However, Lu Chen wants to pull out his limbs and eyes first and make him live in remorse and suffering. Afterward, Jiang Tongran worries about taking over the Jiang family. Lu Chen taps her shoulder and assures her that she can do it. He then tells the other men to care for Jiang Tongran and the Jiang family. The next day, Master Zhang goes to offer a business contract to the Shen family. Shen Junkai tries his best, but Master Zhang declines the contract. Master Zhang's subordinate tries to convince Shen Junkai by scaring him that this is a chance for him. However, Master Zhang doesn't want to continue. Shen Junkai gets flustered and discusses things with his assistant. The assistant exclaims that there are still other projects to fund. Shen Junkai wants to dump everything and focus on Master Zhang's offer. He thinks this is his chance to rise higher than Shen Yuran. Meanwhile, Lu Chen returns to the Blood Fiend training camp. The members greet him, and Lu Chen fires off an attack. They quickly dodge, and Xudi asks Lu Chen what is happening. However, Lu Chen keeps attacking. Suhu orders everyone to prepare for battle. Wai Ziking and Devil attack Lu Chen, but their attacks are ineffective. Zhang Fei throws an army Humvee at Lu Chen, but Lu Chen easily slices the Humvee in half. Wai Ziking attacks with his power. He accidentally uses too much power, and it explodes on Lu Chen. Worried, he shouts Lu Chen's name, but Lu Chen appears behind him. The others laugh at Wai Ziking's worries when their instructor is far more powerful. Sudu asks for feedback, and Lu Chen commends them. He then tells Xudi to prepare accommodations and let Wai Ziking and Zhang Fei pay for the damage costs. Meanwhile, Instructor Kong meets Instructor Zhou. Zhu looks for Lin Huolong, who talks highly of Luowuji. He badly wants to meet him. Later, Lu Chen and the Blood Fiends arrive at the competition. Instructor Zhou meets them and immediately talks badly to them. He laughs at Lu Chen for sleeping instead of training. Lu Chen slaps him, sending General Zhao flying. General Zhu tries to threaten Lu Chen and orders the guards to arrest Lu Chen for hurting a superior. Just then, Colonel Su and Lin Huolong arrive. General Zhao tells them about his complaint about Lu Chen. Lu Chen appears from behind and smacks him to the ground. General Zhou asks if they saw what happened, but the two are passive about it. Colonel Su then clarifies that Lu Chen is ranked above General Zhou. General Zhou immediately apologizes, but he still feels remorse against Lu Chen. The instructors are then led to a tent, where they greet Elder Instructor Yang. Well, except for Lu Chen. Officer Yang gets mad, but Elder Yang tells her that it is fine. An officer then explains the competition and how all teams will start from different points. They need to grab the flag at the peak of the mountain and bring it to the bottom. Meanwhile, a team plans to avoid the Saber team and collaborate with another team to eliminate the Bloody Fiends. The competition has already started, but only the footage from the peak is being broadcast. Colonel Su tries to complain, and Officer Yang loudly claims that the Bloody Fiends won't win. It is part of her plan to take revenge on Lu Chen. On the other hand, Lin Huolong is confident that his Saber team will win the competition. Lu Chen then tells the worried Colonel Su to sit down. The Saber team takes its move and works with supreme teamwork. They grab the flag and assemble to protect the flag on the peak. Lin Huolong is happy, and Colonel Su is worried that the terrain is good for defending. Lu Chen tells him not to panic, and Elder Yang senses something strange. Lin Huolong wonders what it is, and Elder Yang mentions that no other teams have gone up yet. Just then, the Bloody Fiends appear. They get surprised, especially Officer Yang, who claims that she ordered other groups to attack them. Lin Huolong is surprised that the Bloody Fiends have defeated other teams. The Bloody Fiends then start to attack the Saber team, and they immediately capture the flag. Elder Yang then asks Officer Yang where the incompetent part of Lu Chen is. Colonel Su wonders how the Bloody Fiends got stronger. Lu Chen then asks him to find out who brought the mysterious liquid being injected into the armed forces teams. The next day, Lu Chen is transported to another realm. Just then, a monk tells them to climb the heavenly ladder if they want to join the ancient road sect. If they don't reach the top by sunset, they will die. They have 6 hours and a man suddenly goes climbing first. However, he suddenly dies and the monk calls the man stupid. He tells them to carry the bags first. The others are still worried after seeing someone die. Lu Chen then calmly picks up a bag and starts to climb the stairs. The others follow in a hurry and everyone starts climbing. Later, the man with sunglasses notices Lu Chen and asks him to carry the weight of the tired woman behind him. Lu Chen then helps the woman. Meanwhile, Shen Junfeng is watching everything. He can't wait to see Luo Chen's terrified and despairing face. Sunset is near, and the others are wondering how many games Lu Chen won for being strong. Just then, a girl asks Lu Chen to carry her bag, but Lu Chen finds her attitude disappointing. She tries to seduce Lu Chen, but Lu Chen ignores her. The man with sunglasses tries to convince him, but Lu Chen tells him to go help the girl himself. The girl Lu Chen, who helped, also tries to convince him. Lu Chen laughs and puts down her bag. The man with sunglasses then points out that this is a team game based on the monk's instructions. At least 3 bags and 4 wooden crates should be brought to the top by 7 people. He then tells Lu Chen that he will not survive alone. Lu Chen then claims that the last person who told him the same is now reduced to ashes. Lu Chen arrives at the top and finds his sect trial interesting. He also feels a familiarity with the place. A man appears and congratulates them. However, he wonders why there is an extra person. He tells them to kill one of them so they can pass the trial. The man then shows them a ball that they need to touch and vote for the person they want to eliminate. The one that Lu Chen ignored before steps forward and glares at him. The one in Lu Chen helped before notices that everyone is voting for him. The man with sunglasses tells her not to feel burdened. The man votes while the woman still contemplates. Later, the voting ends, and the result shows that everyone voted for Lu Chen. Lu Chen then glares and complains at the woman he helped. The woman gets mad and claims that he will still die with the others' votes. Shen Junfeng then comes out and asks how Lu Chen feels about being betrayed by humans. Lu Chen just calls them ants, and Shi Junfeng laughs. Shen Junfeng just wants to see Lu Chen kneel and beg for mercy. He states that he has more power as a top player and calls the man with sunglasses. He gives the man with the sunglasses some powers. The man then smashes the ground to pieces and thanks Shen Junfeng. However, Shen Junfeng kills him after dirtying him with the stone chips. He then shows Lu Chen that he is a god in the realm with control over everything. He then asks Lu Chen if he is already feeling despair. He continues showing off until Lu Chen slaps him, planting Shen Junfeng to the ground. The onlookers are stunned. Shen Junfeng can't believe Lu Chen has beaten him. He knows Lu Chen is a newbie in this game. Lu Chen stomps on Shen Junfeng and calls him trash. Shen Junfeng shouts to let him go. Suddenly, a spiritual attack appears and Lu Chen blocks it. Lu Chen claims that he was waiting for him, and the sect master appears. The sect master gets mad at Lu Chen and attacks him. Lu Chen counters the attack and their powers explode. The cloud of dust clears out. Lu Chen recognizes the golden glass body. The sect master recognizes Lu Chen as a highly ranked transcendent cultivator. The golden glass body is a top-ranked technique from the era of the gods. The sect master continues talking about his technique. However, Lu Chen sneaks behind him. The sect master blocks the attack using his technique. He repels Lu Chen and cuts him in half. He turns around, but Shen Junfeng tells him to look behind. Lu Chen quickly beheads the sect master. Shen Junfeng is shocked, and he falls to his knees. He can't believe that the game creator died in his own game. Lu Chen then tells him that he was able to kill the sect master because they're on the same level. Shen Junfeng asks who Lu Chen really is. Lu Chen whispers something to him, and Shen Junfeng falls to his knees once again. He hysterically laughs at the fact that the Shen family is finished now and explodes. The others are surprised, and one member asks for mercy. However, Lu Chen burns into ashes. The woman he helped before begs for mercy, and Lu Chen makes her explode. Lu Chen looks at the others and makes them explode too. Meanwhile, in Shen Junfeng's mansion, a maid enters his room and screams after seeing his dead body. On the other hand, Lu Chen finds the golden glass body's technique manual in the sect building. He grabs it while wondering about how powerful the creators of these horror games are. He absorbs the technique, and the whole palace suddenly rumbles. In a different realm, a dragon is under attack and breathes fire toward a group of people. The mage tells their stunned cleric to hide quickly. However, the cleric wasn't able to dodge the attack and died. The mage panics upon seeing Caroline die. She faces the dragon and chants a spell. Magic blades fly toward the dragon, but the dragon breaks the sword with its roar. The warrior tells the mage Olivia not to provoke the dragon further. She underestimated the mission of getting a single dragon scale. Just then, a man appears and calls Olivia an inexperienced player. He tries to flirt with Olivia, but Olivia gets mad instead. Just then, the assassin Matus sees a person above the dragon's head. The warrior Clark tells her that she is just hallucinating. Olivia can also see someone. Lu Chen appears while wondering where he got sent to. He realizes that the realms are connected, and he gets sent to a random realm. Mavis shouts at Lu Chen to get away. Clark claims this has never happened before, wherein a player joined midway. Lu Chen then notices the dragon preparing to attack him. Lu Chen gets blasted by the fiery breath, and Clark offers his prayers. However, Lu Chen is still alive. He gets mad at the dragon, and he punches it so hard that the dragon gets overturned. The others are surprised, and Olivia blames Lu Chen for coming out right after Caroline died. Lu Chen continues beating up the dragon while the others are watching. Mavis claims no one has ever penetrated a dragon's body. She then suggests pulling off some dragon scales while it is occupied. However, she notices Clark looking confused, and she looks behind her. She sees the poor dragon's head flying. It looks like the genre has changed from martial arts to Western fantasy. If you want the next part recap of this manhwa, comment down below and make sure to like this video and subscribe. Until next time.